Hey everybody, Frank here. Thanks for watching today's video. So this video is going to be the duty discussion number 3, and it's called How Much Do You Need to Be Happy? So one of my favorite quotes, I'm big on quotes, is a quote by Howard Hughes. For those of you who don't know, Howard Hughes was a billionaire many years ago who has since passed away. Very wealthy man, very successful man, accomplished in his own right. Anywho, he was being interviewed on TV years and years ago, this is decades ago, and the interviewer said, "Mr. Hughes, how much do you need to be happy?" And he looked at the camera woman and he said, "Just a little bit more." And that's the end of the quote, but man, that always stuck with me whenever I heard that for the first time, because it's just human nature to always want a little bit more than what you do have, regardless of how much you have. And it is so easy to get caught up keeping up with someone else. You know how they say keeping up with the Joneses. But it's true, like, I've done it myself, and I try to really, not get caught up on possessions and physical things, but focus on what's most important. But it's very easy to do. And especially in today's society, there's so much marketing and so many ways that things seem enticing, or especially when you see everyone around you who has new vehicles and new houses and new guns or whatever it is you're into, a new quad or a nice purse if you're a girl, or just something like that. Anything, regardless of who you are, you have something that you like, that you want to buy, you want to spend money on. So for me, I thought I'd make a video about this and just talk about, from my point of view, how much a person really needs to be happy. Growing up, before I knew what I wanted to do with my life, or before I entered into the real working world to find a career or pursue a career, I used to always ask people, does money matter? And how much does it matter? How much should that affect my decision on what I want to do the rest of my life? Because all this stuff is connected. And ultimately, I had a teacher who has since passed away, who was my favorite teacher, who said, I'm sure many of you have heard this before, he said, "Frank, if you like what you do, you never have to really work a day in your life." And I've since kind of, growing up, thought about that more, and I do mostly agree with that. That's not completely true. There's always work and stress with every job, one way or another. But money is very helpful. It helps in many situations. It can buy you time and comfort and stress relief and so on. But without the hesitation of a doubt, it's not everything. And for me, I just try to focus on what is really important. It might kind of go without saying, but try to focus on my family, my faith in God, and taking care of the things that need taken care of, like a house and having a reliable vehicle and things like that. How much do you need to be happy? I think that's kind of up to every individual person, but at the end of the day, if you keep yourself in check, you don't need that much. You just need the things closest to you. Physical possessions will come and go. We're all going to die, and we can't take any of that stuff with us. But sometimes it's good to just get out, take a fresh breath of air, and think about that for a minute. When Howard Hughes said, "Just a little bit more." I'll end you guys with one more quote, and it's actually from one of my favorite movies with Jimmy Stewart. It's called "It's a Wonderful Life," and it's getting close to Christmas, so I figured I'd tell you guys a quote from that movie. There's a picture on the wall hanging that Jimmy Stewart's dad had in their bank. His name's George Bailey in the movie, and Bailey Banking, or whatever the name of their company is. There's in that office of theirs, there's a picture hanging on the wall that says, "The only thing you can take with you is what you leave behind." And I another quote that I always liked, and it always kind of stuck with me, because it's the truth. You can't take any of it with you when you die. So it's definitely something worth thinking about. Well, anyway, it's 5 minutes now, so I don't want to keep rambling. But as always, I appreciate you guys watching. And please, chime in. Tell me what you think about how much you need to be happy. I'll see you in the next one.